Hello, good day, good morning, and welcome. This is the day, it's Friday. The question is, what can we do? How can we add? How can we enjoy? And how can we create more positivity in our lives? That's the question for today's podcast. I'm your host. My name is Flemming Schmidt, and welcome to the Positive Outcome Show. Now, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you think, this feels familiar. I've been here before. Or I kind of was at this exact same spot last year or a couple of months ago. Not much has changed. And the reason I'm asking you is because I have had that happen to me several times now and throughout life. And I believe of this fundamental saying that if you want something different in life, you gotta take different actions. That's kind of the basic. Or if you want to put it in another way, if you want to do something you never done, you gotta do something you never done. Doesn't make sense? If you want to do something you've never done, you gotta do something you never done. Ta-da! Now, I'm sharing this, as I mentioned before, because I've put myself in that situation over and over and over again. The colors around me, the people around me might have changed a bit over time, but in essence, the goal that I was pursuing, the dream that I had for myself, I wasn't getting there. I found myself kind of in the exact same spot over and over and over again. I think you can relate. If so, please honk your horn or wave your hand or thumbs up or anything. Find me on social media and say, yeah, Flemming, today's episode, number 27, I can relate. Would be awesome if you do. Feel free to friend me or follow me on social media. I would love to connect. Anyhow, I found myself struggling with getting from point A to point B and moving myself towards the goal, the dream, the mission that I have set for myself. And I found that I could use some tools, some frameworks, some fundamentally changes in the routines that I have, the habits that I have, the belief about who I am and what I can do. Because if I don't believe in myself and the capabilities that I already have, I will never make any kind of real change in my life. I gotta start believing in me and gotta start believing in the capacity of my skills that I have, that they are enough. I think it was yesterday when I put it out on social media in my storyline that I had this grateful feeling and I wanted people to repeat after me. Not that they had to say it, but the essence of it, just tell yourself, I am enough. That is a great starting point if you want to go anywhere in life and adding more positivity, adding more freedom to your life. Start by saying, I am enough. You don't need to pursue skill development all the time. Sure, if you want to become better at something, you need to develop skills. But if you found yourself stuck in the circle of thinking that you have to improve, getting better and getting better and getting better to get anywhere, to get anywhere in life, you're getting stuck at the wheel of knowledge, if you will. I don't know if that's the thing, I just came up with that, but you get stuck in the wheel of knowledge. You know, like a hamster running on that wheel in its cage. You know that one, right? You getting stuck in the wheel of knowledge, you're not getting anywhere. You get a lot of exercise, you get a lot of knowledge into your mind, But if you're not able to utilize that knowledge and convert your knowledge into tangible actions that support your goal, you will not move anywhere. You will get a heck of a lot smarter, wiser, but you're not moving anywhere. That's the essence. If you want to move, if you want to do things you've never done, you gotta start doing things you never done. I know it sounds simple, but it's actually what's required of you. And if you want to grow, if you want to learn, you gotta get out of your comfort zone. If things around you starts to get too comfy, too comfortable, your growth is equal zero, or might even go into negative. If that actually is possible, I don't know. but let's say it is. If you get too comfortable, that just means that should be a red light for you and saying, oh, get out of the couch, do something about the things that are not working out for you, and start making changes. Comfort is good, but getting too comfortable, it's not good. And on the other scale the other side of that scale, being outside your comfort zone on a constant level, that's not healthy either. You gotta go back into the comfort zone. You gotta touch base on the things that matters, and from there you gotta pursue your goal again. We gotta reconnect sometimes. We gotta reconnect, rethink, re-energize, refocus on the things that matter. I think Pablo Picasso said it very good. That's not Pablo Picasso. Sorry, that's another quote for another time. But there's a quote, I can't remember who said it. It goes like this: sometimes we gotta disconnect in order to reconnect to what matters. Sometimes we gotta disconnect in order to reconnect to what matters. And I found that to be very, very true, because as I mentioned before, I found myself over and over again at a spot in life where I really was thinking, this looks familiar. This looks kind of the same as last year or as the last couple of months. So I have done a lot of things, but I didn't really move anywhere. And I was looking at the things that I was doing, analyzing, taking kind of a step back, looking at things, what worked, what didn't work. And I found myself more often than not in the pursuit of wisdom, knowledge. I forgot to implement those steps into real life so that I really was experience that change. So again, I had to disconnect in order to reconnect to what matters. So if you found yourself in that spot once again, you got to start taking a step back and start looking at what have you done so far that brought you to that same spot? And what can you do different tomorrow in order to actually get to the goal that you have set for yourself? If you haven't set any goals, start thinking about, what do you want out of life? Yeah, do you want more positivity? This is the podcast to go for. And it's also personal development, because that is what I am passionate about. But from the pursuit or from the perspective towards positivity. Because right now in this space in time, in this spot in history, I believe the world needs more positivity. The world needs to be sharing more love, more kindness. Because we are all frustrated and worn out of this pandemic situation, and I'm not going to address any more energy towards that. All I'm saying is we need a space and a place where we can share, create, invite, inspire, and enjoy more positivity in life. That's something that we need. That's something that we all have to have a kind of kind of like a plug in the wall, right? Where you can plug in and recharge yourself. That's what we need. And sometimes we need to generate that electricity, that energy, that vibration, that frequency on our own. And if we are able to see ourselves as a higher or bigger person, I'm not saying more valuable, but Bob Proctor talks about different frequency. If we want to receive the value from a different frequency, we gotta look up and we gotta start and level up ourselves to that certain frequency. That's when we really, really invite empowerment and improvement into our lives. If we let go of our own restrictions and just serve a higher frequency, a higher level, a higher purpose, if you will. All right. Things are about to get very interesting on this podcast and on my website. It's still under construction, and I have a few things that I want to share with you. In about not too long, there will be a challenge. I will post that on Facebook. There will be a challenge on Facebook, and it's a 3-day challenge. It's about creating positivity. It's about creating tools, and there will be prizes, and there will be things that I will be sharing out as well and giving away for free. So stay tuned. Stay tuned, people. Things are about to change around for this podcast, and I'm going to launch my website very soon. So again, thank you for listening. I really, really appreciate you taking a time out of your busy calendar just to listen to this podcast. I'm honored that you do, and I really appreciate you for that. Again, if you want to follow me on social media, find me on Facebook or Instagram. It's Flemming Schmidt, and connect. Love to hear from you. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you again for listening. Take care. Bye.